What has the right-wing reaction been to what is happening to the former president? It hasn't been great. Representative Jim Jordan had an interesting definition of the situation. Listen to this.
We sent this letter to Mr. Bragg saying, we want to talk to you. We want to know what's going on here. We want to see the communications that have taken place between the federal Justice Department and your district attorney's office there in Manhattan. Because understand, Harris, first they went after President Trump on Russia. Then it was a phone call with Zelensky. Then they wanted his tax returns. Then they go after his business records. Then they go after his children. And now it's some misdemeanor alleged bookkeeping error.
The congressman called this a bookkeeping error. And then he went on to tweet this. Democrats think it's okay for them to examine and defund local police, but not okay for Republicans to examine a local prosecutor in Manhattan abusing his power to take down a political opponent. Please make it make sense. I don't know, John, you rubbing your head. You want to jump in right away? Let me get one more. Let me get one more in. Put John up, put this side by side with John. Let's go ahead and put this on up. Thank you. Imagine if Democrats spent more time working on things like inflation, crime, and the border crisis instead of attacking President Trump. Maybe they actually get something done for once. Representative Jordan, we can turn that back on you, John.
How are the Democrats defunding local police? How is that a thing that congressional Democrats would be in charge of? That's just, it's obvious fiction. I love, there's a lot of attempts to not take seriously the substance of what Trump has done, but just a bookkeeping issue. Come on, Jim Jordan, could you at least pretend to acknowledge what this is about? I mean, you may not think that it's as serious as some of his other crimes. I don't think it's as serious.
I don't
as some of his
either.
other. Yeah, but it is a campaign finance violation, and it is about an attempt to make sure that his voters don't know about his infidelity and all that. But Jim Jordan is pretending like he can't see it, like it's a kid that he's responsible for being abused. He just can't see it happening. But anyway, yeah, I don't think that most people are going to buy that. I don't think that this is going to sway a lot of people on Trump considering all that we know about him. But we can at least take seriously what it is that he's alleged to have done.
Yeah, no doubt about this. And I often say this about other states when their representatives are making a fool out of themselves. So I gotta say this, Ohio, get your representative. I gotta say that. It pains me so much, but I got to. So take a look at what the right-wing radio stated. This is Trump. Let's take a look.
That the criminals in this country, if you want them held accountable, the criminals are Barack Obama, Eric Holder, Susan Rice, all this entire criminal cabal, and put all of them up against a concrete wall, just like Ceausescu.
Did y'all hear what this Santilli dude just said? He's crazy. He's a conspiracy theorist, but nonetheless, a radio host with a platform. So why is he not being arrested for saying those things? He is literally naming the names of formerly elected officials, public figures that he wants to be attacked violently, like shot up. But what about someone with a little more audience than that crazy deranged dude? Where here's Jesse Waiters. He went on, this is what he went to say, what he said about the situation.
And if he's the nominee, you're putting 74 million votes in prison. And that's how I see it.
Really?
On a bookkeeping charge. He put a payment to a woman in the legal column. That was in the wrong column. Hillary put the dossier in the same column and she got a fine.
Lord help us all. So John, I mean, your point is well taken about they might think that this is like the wrong thing to go after. Well, they don't want them going after Trump anyway. They might not agree with this thing, but the way they're framing this is quite stunning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. So if you pursue him on any of these crimes that he's plausibly committed, then you're canceling out 74 million votes. But if you impeach Biden, if you investigate Biden, if you lock him up or put him up against a concrete wall and gun him down as dictators do, that's not canceling out the 9 million more votes than he got over Trump. Again, we're wasting our time by implying that there should be consistency in politics. Clearly, they don't think that there is. And it's not just a bookkeeping thing. This wasn't an error in which column in Excel he put it in. As we talked about this morning on TDR, He had his fixer take out a home equity loan to pay off a woman that he then reimbursed in multiple small payments, all of it designed to conceal how much was being transferred and for what. It was a multifaceted attempt to defraud the American people.
Yeah, it wasn't. He broke New York law. So again, we could debate whether, there's a whole laundry list of things that Trump could go down on. I'm scratching my head over this one too. But these right wingers are out of their minds. And that Santilli guy, feds, do y'all hear what the man just said? Y'all need to go get him. All right, go and get him.